Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be drinking warm Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan. I have been sitting out here for just a little while now, just taking a look at the view in front of me, which is gorgeous if I do say so myself. Now, in the last 10 minutes or so, it got a little bit breezy all of a sudden, and it also started just sprinkling the tiniest amount. Having taken a look at the clouds, I am afraid it may start raining, and so as such, I decided I should probably go ahead and drink the warm Dr. Pepper I've got in my backpack so I can actually enjoy my warm Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan. Now, some of y'all may be wondering, why exactly am I making this video today? Why would I want to drink a warm Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan? Well, I want some Dr. Pepper. The Dr. Pepper I bought was not warm when I bought it, but it is warm now because it's been sitting in my backpack for like the last hour, 2 hours, and while I'm next to a river in Japan. That's why I'm making this video today. This looks like as good a spot as any, I do think, so you know, I think I'm gonna sit down right here and go ahead and get my backpack crack open my Dr. Pepper and start enjoying my Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan. I think that's the plan, so let's go ahead and get my tripod all set up, and let's go ahead and get ready to enjoy some Dr. Pepper. Warm Dr. Pepper, to be precise, and to be precise, while I'm sitting next to a river in Japan. Let's go ahead and get my backpack all cracked open if I possibly can. And let's get my Dr. Pepper all out, which is right here. I've got a little bit of a snack in my backpack as well. I've got an onigiri that I bought at the not same time I bought my Dr. Pepper. I bought it at a different time, I will acknowledge, but I think, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and move my action camera over here just for a slight bit better of lighting, because the lighting from that direction was not very good. Put my sunglasses off my head as I don't really need them right now as it's gotten a little bit dark, and you know, I'm thinking without further ado, it's time for me to go ahead and get some Japanese Dr. Pepper all opened up. And I'm thinking it's time for me to go ahead and get this fly off my hand. And I think it's time for me to go ahead and get my Dr. Pepper all opened up so I can actually go ahead and get to drinking some warm Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan. How is it? Let's find out. I gotta admit, that is nice. Even though it doesn't have any sort of crisp coolness to it, due to the fact that it's been sitting in a refrigerator for like 6 hours or something like that, even though it is a bit warm, nonetheless, it is still quite refreshing, and nonetheless, I have no complaints on my behalf. I gotta admit, there are many places which are good to enjoy a Dr. Pepper at. You know, drinking a Dr. Pepper on your doorstep at your Airbnb in Japan. I did that yesterday. I didn't make a video of me doing that, but I did that. That was pretty nice. But honestly, the one thing that experience was lacking was a really good view. Because at where I'm staying in Japan right now, at the Airbnb, there's not really much of a view from the doorstep. All that I can see is an alley, maybe some cats walking by every once in a while, and the postman or a pizza delivery guy pulling through every so often. It's a shortcut for them for a reason I don't know, in all honesty, because I think it would be faster to go on the main road, but maybe not. I'm not sure in all honesty, but pretty much all I see when I'm sitting on my doorstep drinking a Dr. Pepper at my Airbnb in Japan is, well, just an alleyway, which is a really nice alleyway, but there's just not much going on. This spot, on the other hand, I have some bridges in the background that I'm looking at. There's trucks driving by. One of them has a cargo container on the back. I'm seeing the cars as well. To the side over there, there's some train tracks. So I can see the trains going by every once in a while. There's one about to go by. There's one going by right now. Yeah, we can see it over there. We can see it over there. There's the train, y'all. There it is. That's a big train. I think that's the I don't know line. I don't know what line that is. But there's like a bunch of bridges over there, like over here, over here. There's a box that says Yang Ming, I think, on it. Never heard of that brand before. Never heard of that box brand before, I will acknowledge. But no complaints on my behalf. Lots of stuff to look at. And that's without even mentioning the fact that there's a whole river in front of me. I've got a whole river to look at. This is a beautiful spot to enjoy a warm Dr. Pepper at 4:37 in the afternoon. No complaints on my behalf. And there's just, trying to figure out what that is. What is this in the river? It's a stick. That's what it is. It looked like it was like, I don't know, like there's the stick right there. Like it looked like it was kind of like turning or something. So I thought it was like a piece of rubber for a second or something like that, but I think it's just like turning back and forth. Like I thought it was like bending like that, but it's actually just turning back and forth and kind of looking like it's bending because of the rhythm of the river. Very interesting though, I will acknowledge. And one other thing that's interesting, I feel like up until like I've been out at this river for like probably about 30 minutes now, just kind of chilling and stuff like that. But I feel like up until like probably 10 minutes ago, the waves were going that way, and then now they're going that way. And the wind was going that way, and now it's going that way. Everything changed like 10 minutes ago, I want to say, with the wind, with the waves, I looked at when high tide is for this river, and we're not at high tide yet, so I'm not sure. Like, I thought like low tide was during the day for this river, but apparently not always that way. I've gotten lucky a couple times where low tide is during the day when I'm at the river, but apparently high tide today is at like 7 o'clock for this river. So I wonder why like the direction of the waves changed, because I think like even with the wind, like I don't know, maybe like the flow of the river is still going like that way because the tide is going in and the tide is getting higher, but it looks like it's going that way. Either that or the website I looked at is like completely wrong and I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's probably what's going on, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna blame, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna blame it on the website I looked at. Yep, I'm gonna blame it on technology, because that's a big baller move right there. Big baller move, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking after one more sip, I want to eat a little bit of an onigiri though. I've only got one with me today. I ate one a little bit earlier, and honestly, I should have bought another one, but I did not do that. And thankfully, it was very lightly sprinkling for a minute. It's not doing that anymore, though. Thankfully, I was hoping it was going to start. I was not hoping. I was afraid it was going to start pouring on me low-key, and I'm very glad it did not start doing that because I didn't bring my umbrella with me today. I didn't think it was supposed to rain. So, very glad it did not start pouring or anything like that, I will acknowledge. But I've got my grilled salmon flakes onigiri from, what is this? Lawson. And let's go ahead and get this opened up. And let's go ahead and enjoy some onigiri. While I was pulling the plastic apart, my onigiri split into two. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. It is what it is. Let's get to eating, y'all. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Seems like most of the really dark clouds have kind of passed by. It actually seems like it's getting lighter now. But man, those clouds, they looked like they were going to start. It looked like it was going to start pouring, I'm not going to lie. And knock on wood. It's a tiny stick, but knock on wood nonetheless. I hope it does not start pouring. Because I'm gonna go hide under that bridge until whenever it stops. And I'd prefer not to have to do that. Put my trash in my backpack. Don't want to be littering or anything like that, of course. But right now I am most definitely wanting to wash down that onigiri with some Dr. Pepper, so I'm going to do that in just a moment, I'm thinking. But man, some mosquitoes are starting to swarm over here. I'm thinking I might want to move down just a little bit because they are starting to swarm me just to the tiniest degree, which is not particularly pleasant because I don't like it when mosquitoes swarm me and I get tons of mosquito bites. Thankfully, I haven't had too many run-ins with mosquitoes so far this summer in Japan, but they are swarming right about there. So I'm gonna move, honestly, down a bit, I think. And I'm gonna sit, I think, right on the side of the river because I was kind of in like an area where it was like kind of sheltered by the shrubbery, which was really nice. Because like, I didn't have the breeze on me. Also bad because I didn't have the breeze on me, so I wasn't keeping away the mosquitoes. I'm gonna sit here instead. We're gonna go with this right next to the river. The wind picks up and knocks my camera into the river. It's all over. And nobody will ever see this video. And nobody will ever see the other 5 videos on my camera that I've forgotten to take off. But you know, it'll be what it be. I'm gonna dive into the river to get the camera because I'm not losing this video and I'm not losing the other 5 videos that I've got on this camera either. That ain't happening, you know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. I gotta take a sip of my Dr. Pepper to wash down my onigiri though. That is nice though, I will acknowledge. I definitely needed a little bit of sugar. I was feeling a little bit tired. Been outside a lot today. And I don't know if Japanese Dr. Pepper has any caffeine in it, but if it has caffeine in it, I needed that caffeine too. So no complaints on my behalf. Might not be crisp, cool Dr. Pepper per se, but it certainly is still refreshing nonetheless. Now, I want to go ahead and grab something out the side of my backpack real quick because I want to have something in specific. I want to have another little bit of a snack during this video. Not an onigiri. It's called a Hope Original. That's the snack I'm having. But actually, before I go ahead and have this, I first off need to grab a screenshot. I need to grab a thumbnail for this video with my phone. So I'm gonna do that real quick because I need to make sure I have a thumbnail for this video. Of course, thumbnail, one of the most important parts of a video. So I'm gonna grab my thumbnail real quick. Gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, I'm gonna go and have a snack. Almost forgot to grab a thumbnail though. Can't believe me, can't believe me. Well, hopefully one of those photos will do for the thumbnail of the video. We will find out. Let's take a sip of Dr. P. And let's go ahead and grab what I left on my backpack and let's get back to where we were. If I can possibly do that. you know, some Dr. Pepper, a snack, and just chilling next to a river in Japan at 4:48 in the afternoon, I gotta admit, it's a vibe. It's a vibe without a doubt. All done with my snack, I will acknowledge, and I'm almost all done with my Dr. Pepper, don't got much left. So I think I'm gonna take the last sip in a minute. Gotta admit, even though this is a warm Dr. Pepper, I got no complaints on my behalf. None at all. No complaints on my behalf. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. And even though I do think I would prefer drinking a cold Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan, excuse me, I do still think this was an experience to have had, without a doubt. No complaints on my behalf. It's going to take the last couple droplets. And that's all there was to my Dr. Pete. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on, and I'm gonna put my trash in my backpack in a moment. Can't be littering, of course. I think that's all I had to say for this video today. I accomplished my goal. I did indeed drink a warm Dr. Pepper next to a river in Japan. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, like, subscribe, check out everything in the description down below. Until the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?